Olá, seja bem-vindo ao Conexão UFC. Eu sou Evelyn Rodrigues e o programa de hoje está imperdível, olha só. A chinesa Weili Zhang relembra o momento em que fez história e conquistou o cinturão do UFC em 42 segundos. O peso médio Sara Magomedov mostra os bastidores da sua estreia em Hollywood. O técnico do Boston Celtics, Joe Mazzulla, nos conta como ele aprimora a mentalidade nos tatames praticando MMA. E os irmãos Eyman e Firas Zahabi relembram a trajetória e o legado que estão construindo juntos no esporte. Em agosto de 2019, a chinesa Weili Zhang fez história no UFC. Conquistou o cinturão do peso palha com uma vitória implacável sobre a brasileira Jéssica Batistaca em 42 segundos e foi a primeira atleta da China a se tornar campeã do Ultimate. Weili faz agora uma reflexão sobre essa conquista em Meu Momento.
我会觉得 UFC 冠军离我非常的遥远，只要通过我们的努力，然后去好好训练，然后坚定自己的目标，我觉得都有可能。对。
Out of Beijing, China, Weili Zhang.
Weili Zhang is a very strong fighter. She really has it all, and she is China's biggest hope for a world championship in the UFC.
On ball, there's a tap.
Wow!
我第一次拿到冠军挑战权的时候，然后 UFC 过了现在要安排一个就是厉害的选手，然后跟你比赛。
She's on a 19-fight win streak. Nobody wants to fight her. We call her. She says, I'll absolutely fight her for the world title in China. That's how badass this fight is.
冠军赛我特别开心，然后可以在中国比赛，因为就觉得梦想一下就马上要实现的那种感觉。对。
Tonight, history will be made. The stage is set for the first athlete from this country to compete for the ultimate prize in mixed martial arts, a UFC title. A question that has been asked about this event tonight: what does it mean for the sport of mixed martial arts?
哇，出场的时候我记得很多人都给我就是加油，然后很。
Zhang Weili makes her fourth walk to the UFC's octagon.
She has a chance to make history here and be the first ever Chinese UFC champion, which will just be absolutely massive for the sport here.
喊的这脖子上这个筋都爆出来了。蔡哥他跟我说，就我们主教练，他说你好好发挥，你要放松，但是你要特别专注，这是他跟我说的话。你好了，你打好了，一波带走。
Jessica Andrade can become the first woman to notch a dozen victories in the UFC. Andrade, the champion, is in the black and golds. Zhang Weili is in the red. We are underway 5 possible rounds here.
就是你的速度比他快，你不能让他先启动，所以要用速度去打。然后包括我上场的时候，他
Well, straight away we see Zhang opening with kicks.
就是我用小鞭腿前刺然后把他给
He's got to move around and use those kicks.
Wow, heavy
Looks to
shots.
fight like this. Wow!
让他来的。其实我要让他来。
And now knees to the body from Zhang. Wow! Elbows up top.
我让他我打完我就往后退，他就肯定是往上冲的。然后如果他打不着你，他会着急。然后这个时候你就是可以去抓他。
This is bad for Andrade. They're heavy knees.
Minutes.
This is not
Zhang
good.
Weili after down. Zhang Weili makes history. It is absolute pandemonium in Shenzhen, China. It took less than a minute to win a UFC championship.
那一刻，突然感觉腰上一紧，然后一重，然后我一低头，腰带绑在我腰上了，然后我当时就然后我当时觉得像做梦一样，然后就真的吗？然后就是那种感觉，对，就是梦想成真。然后那个场景其实我幻想了太多次了。
我说我会是UFC 的第一个冠军，中国的。我今天我做到了。My name is 张伟丽 I'm from China. Remember me.
我是张伟丽，那是我的时刻。
Que o peso médio Sara Magomedov conquistou o octógono, todo mundo já sabe. Só que a mais nova aventura do atleta russo agora é em Hollywood. Famoso por estilo provocador e implacável no UFC, Char é uma das estrelas do filme Goldfish, ainda sem data de estreia no Brasil. E nós acompanhamos os bastidores desse longa-metragem para ver como o lutador tem se saído na nova carreira de ator.
The star is rising on this guy, just being a rocket to superstardom. Shara Bullet Magomedov.
He is an explosive athlete that is looking to take your head off with every single thing that he throws.
He's excitement personified every second of the fight.
Shara Bullet Magomedov living up to the hype. You just can't teach charisma. Shara Bullet has charisma.
Remember my name.
A double spinning back fist.
The pirate is here.
Я приехал на берега Лос-Анджелес, чтобы покорить эти земли, захватить эти берега. Мы здесь снимаемся в фильме голливудском, где когда-то, мне кажется, как будто я уже здесь был, играю игру GTA, но теперь я в реальности. Тем более для меня большая мечта попасть в Лос-Анджелес. И это было моей мечтой, и они вовремя появились на моем пути. Карьера моя стремительно растет, и благодаря моей фанатской поддержке. Каждый день снимаем новый дом с бассейном. Между кадрами можно нырнуть в бассейн, отдохнуть немного, восстановиться. Самое сложное, наверное, в фильмах – это ожидание. Столько работы нужно сделать на один кадр. После первого моего дебютного боя ко мне обратилась кинокомпания. Мои менеджерами просили меня приехать в Лос-Анджелес, сняться на съемках 3-4 дня. Идешь, настраиваешь себя под эту сцену, вживаешься в нее, но передать нужные эмоции в камеру.
So this is Shara in a UPS delivery outfit with an upside-down FedEx box with a Desert Eagle inside. You've never seen a hitman like this before.
Директор говорит, что я очень подхожу для этой роли. Это моя первая проба, надеюсь, вам понравится.
Tokyo Aquarium.
We're here on the set of Goldfish. The inspiration came from me and Alchemist making an album together that we're gonna put out with the movie. This is a visual album. It's like everything is gonna work as one piece. We knew we wanted a person with a unique look. He's doing his thing, the UFC and all that, but he just got like a super interesting look, like people gonna be glued to the screen looking at him in his scenes.
I've been doing music 30 years and we always do music videos. This felt like a crazy progression to make a movie. When we developed the script, there was a role that Shara fit to the T. He was even on a mood board where it was like best case scenario, we could get him. I don't know him. Obviously, we're fans. We were able to contact him. To me, like that pushed this film over the top. I'm a fan of UFC. And the ones that rise to the top, of course, their skill set is there, but there's always something extra to him. For this role, he fitted like perfectly. He is electric on camera.
I'm ready him.
He's a star.
Вроде получилось отыграть как нужно. Не хочу говорить конец. Да, я ожидаю, когда выйдет фильм. I am Shara Bullet. I am born killer.
O técnico do Boston Celtics, Joe Mazzulla, tem um jeito diferente de treinar o corpo e a mente para encarar a NBA. Ele usa o jiu-jitsu e o MMA não só para evoluir como pessoa, mas também para se conectar de verdade com os seus jogadores. A gente foi até a Extreme Culture em Las Vegas para ver de perto como é que funciona essa mistura de basquete e esporte de combate. E você confere agora em Foco Duplo.
There's nothing more fulfilling than a coach-player relationship. The fulfillment that you get from building relationships with different players are really important. And you can really get that in coaching. When I got this job, I'm like, okay, I need to find something that is harder so that I can be prepared for what this job entails. Let's find the best jiu-jitsu instructor in Boston. Martial arts has become a point of teaching and education for me, but it is difficult, right? And I think that plays into the leadership that you're trying to create and the environment that you're trying to create. You're constantly being tested physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You want to have the framework, the foundation, and the environment to be able to pass those, as best you can. I had to start straight from scratch.
Get the shoulder under my armpit.
Not have any expectations to it, and just really continue to learn and get better. It really tested my patience.
Come on, still 5 left, let's go. Come on, Joe.
And tested my mindset and decision making.
Breathe in.
There's great themes and concepts within the art that you can take. But I started tying the court into it. What I started to learn is just as much in basketball as it is in MMA. More times than not, it's the simple details executed under duress. It's small risk assessments that you're constantly having to make. Martial arts can help train you for the tough situations that you're in coaching.
You're a head coach. That's your job. You have to deal with everything that goes wrong. So this should be a piece of cake for you.
I watch a lot of submissions. People will see the submission, but they may not see the simple details of how it was executed or how it could have been prevented.
Being on the bottom is something that you don't want to do it. There'll be times in our lives that we are going to be there. Our desire to get out might stop us to take the right action. We want to get out, but we need to plan.
After my first year coaching, I needed to get better at my in-game communication with the players. Linking up with Eric and Dan Ige has been great for me in learning how to navigate the different layers of communication.
I love that guy. Just have someone else from a whole different type of sport that's willing to come in here and learn. So I'm going jab, jab, but this is stepping through. The things we go through and just challenge himself. I'm going jab, jab, boom. I believe it really helps him in his coaching ability. It's cool to see him in here working.
Eric's one of the best cornermen. He sends me his videos of his coaching and I watch his communication.
Good footwork, chop it up.
And I watch how he changes his communication and his tone.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap, 50K, Ige.
Based on his fighter, but also based on the type of fight that's going on.
When he drops back or gets lateral on the cage, hit him to the chest first.
The timing of your communication is so important to your fighter.
Hey, he's coming up top. Nice! Stay on that stick, stay on it.
I was fascinated by the relationship between coach and fighter. It's almost like a relationship between your coach and the 5 players that are on the floor at the time. One of the reasons why I like to put myself out there in jiu-jitsu or in fighting is because I want to feel what the players feel.
The 2024 Boston Celtics are one of the greatest teams in NBA history.
Coming to the mats puts myself in their shoes. Once I'm with them, I have a better understanding of what they're going through.
There's only one thing you can do when expectations are that high. Meet them.
I'm grateful to be a part of the place where the players allow me to be myself, but they allow me to push them and go after it together.
The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
O peso galo canadense Ayman Zahabi construiu sua carreira no UFC sob a orientação do irmão mais velho, Firas Zahabi, um dos treinadores mais respeitados do esporte, e o cérebro por trás da lendária academia TriStar Gym em Montreal. Com um irmão dentro do octógono e o outro no corner, os Zahabi estão criando um legado de família luta após luta. E eles relembram agora parte dessa jornada no quadro Indestrutível.
You talk about hype in Canada, there's not a bigger hype job going on right now than Ayman Zahabi.
Here's a guy with a famous last name in the sport of mixed martial arts.
If it wasn't for my brother, I wouldn't even be here. He's not only a fight coach, but he's the embodiment of a great leader.
He trains at TriStar Gym, and the head trainer is his brother.
Through his guidance, maybe I can go out there and be a champion.
He wants to take the steam from all the big names in the division, and he keeps doing that.
My parents are from Lebanon. When the Civil War broke out in the 70s, my dad had his first son, and my mom was 8 months pregnant with my second oldest brother. They didn't think that growing up in a country that had a civil war going on would be the best for him, so they packed up and they immigrated to Canada. My brother Firas was born in Canada. At 6 years old, he went to tell my father, he's like, look, I need you to give me a little brother. My father, he told me, okay, if you have a little brother, you're gonna have to take care of him. I said, of course I'll take care of him. I'll be the best older brother there is. So then I was born, and Firas was like Velcro on me. The hierarchy that the Lebanese have, respect for your elders is a big thing. Firas was an older brother, but also like a second father. And he's always taken care of me ever since I was young. When I was going through high school, He was always looking after me. He made sure I didn't really get into trouble at school. I was 5 foot tall and I weighed maybe 120 pounds. My father didn't want me to get bullied, so he told my brother to start training me. I started training with Frost at TriStar Gym since high school. There's so many adventures and memories we've had. I got into MMA after watching the first UFC. I was really hooked. You had these massive human beings, these gigantic 6 foot plus muscular monsters.
He looks like he's going for the back. There's the tap. There's the tap. The power of jiu-jitsu in action.
And the champion was a small guy. And I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, martial arts is real. After that, I was just obsessed with learning more about that martial art. So I started in the jiu-jitsu program at TriStar Gym. And then over time, they asked me to start teaching. I did at one time want to go pro, but I kept having to help somebody else with their training camp. When GSP came to train with us, I believe it was around 2000. We were the first gym to make it into UFC in Quebec, and he came to train with us because he had heard that we got signed to UFC. Firas was the pioneer coaching George St. Pierre. What I mean by that is he helped him with a lot of things in striking. Firas is the one who taught him how to jab, and Firas gave him other tools, of course.
George St. Pierre has greatly improved his striking skills.
Now, I am Firas's muse in the sense that I'm homegrown. Firas got me from nothing. When I first started training, it was very intimidating. TriStar is like a very competitive place. A lot of the guys were getting ready for fights. Firas was really the one who really took me under his wing. My brother's whole life is knowing me as a disciplinarian. Because if I don't discipline him, I feel like the wheels are gonna come off. So I always have to be strict, making sure we stay on the correct path. I think my brother at first, he didn't like training as much. I think I kind of twisted his arm. But then eventually over time, he wanted to do it. I said, you know what? I train hard and I train with the best guys in the world. Let me take my shot.
Please welcome Ayman Zahabi.
A lot of people didn't want to fight me because I'm Firas's brother. So being an amateur was hard for me. It's not that they were afraid of me. They were afraid of the question mark of what I could be. I had one fight and I kind of loved it. In the regional circuit, my brother was finishing everybody in a round or two, and it just took off from there. He was such a fierce and violent competitor. He was winning and doing really well. We wanted to get him fights to build him up, to get the experience he needs for UFC. And eventually, he did it. The UFC signed Ayman Zahabi.
Ayman Zahabi making his UFC debut.
When I first got signed with the UFC, it was cool because I was only 6-0, and I think he had 25 fights.
Reginaldo Vieira has 8 first-round finishes. Over half of his wins have come in the first round.
When you're in the UFC, you're in the lion's den. These are the best of the best.
Oh, and a left connects, and now a right for Zahabi.
Ayman's punches now, punches, 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 stay disciplined.
Oh, and a right hand sends Vieira down. Oh! Confidence starting to brew now for Zahabi.
He won his debut in UFC in a very close fight. But I used to always tell him, you know, one day the fights are gonna get tough. You're not gonna always win. Whenever we go out to fight, he always tells us the same thing. Doesn't matter whether you win or lose, as long as you gave me your best. And this fight against Ramos, it wasn't my best. Punches and elbows are flying so fast in there. If they connect, anybody can get put to sleep.
Oh! He got him! Oh, my goodness!
Got stopped for the first time in his career, and I was very concerned with him, of course. I felt like I was ashamed. I don't know if he was ashamed, but it kind of took a lot of my confidence. And then when I fought my next fight, I fought as a shell of myself.
You got 45 seconds, we're gonna take him down.
Zahabi has not been able to get it to the ground.
These fights for us, they're so important. Every single fight is so important. And it's just such a risky business.
Vince Vendetta Morales.
When I lost those 2 fights in a row, the world doubted me. It became like a total underdog, and I was a sham, and it was all this negativity around me. Basically, people thought I would be done. You wonder, where do we go from here? But I'll tell you one thing. His talent is that he doesn't give up. Of course, I always watched over him, but I didn't want to play favorites. However, I'd do extra hours just to give him a little extra time because, you know, he's my brother. I had no choice. It was fight or fly. And I decided to fight. And that was the beginning of my winning streak.
Welcome back, Aiemann Zahabi.
The reality is he wasn't getting the results that he needed, so I hope he's been working hard in his skill set and coming back as an improved fighter.
Some fighters, as the fight gets tougher, they get tougher. They don't quit.
Oh, big right from Zahabi. Aiemann Zahabi returns with a bang.
That's what champions are made of.
That's me! That's me!
And my brother, he has a heart of a lion. Nobody could ever question that.
Zahabi coming in with 2 straight wins, as is Aoriqi. Oh! Aiemann Zahabi coming up huge at home! Feels like Aiemann Zahabi has arrived. Zahabi!
Going from almost losing your job in the UFC to a 5-fight winning streak, it's an overwhelming feeling.
Zahabi is fast, man. He's fast.
And now he's got all the momentum in the world.
Oh!
I love the deep kicks from Zahabi.
Oh, look at the Zahabi's going.
When Jose Aldo fell to his back and Aiemann got on top of him, the crowd was so loud.
When I looked up at George and Fras to get instructions, they were screaming.
St. Pierre calling for elbows.
He was on top of Aldo, raining elbows on him.
Oh, that's a big elbow.
Oh, he cut him.
Having George there and seeing my brother win was very reminiscent of when George beat Matt Serra in Montreal. So in a way, we were reliving those moments, but this time through Aiemann. It's really great to see Aiemann win so many fights in a row.
Aiemann Zahabi, 7 in a row. And what a performance that was.
But for me, I'm focused on getting that next win. Having my brother as my student, I feel that it made me a better trainer. I have more depth to my training now. That was a good throw by punch.
Here, did you think it was a good idea to get on top?
Yeah, because you get control time, and I was confident you're gonna damage him.
Okay. For us, he's not only a fight coach, but he teaches you about life at the same time. I feel like he has a newfound respect for me, that I've made it in the world that he made it in.
Now they're chanting,
Zahabi, Zahabi. It was amazing.
This was just a passion project, and it turned out to be a total career. We love the sport. We're gonna be in the sport, I think, for the rest of our lives.
Por hoje é só, mas a gente se vê no próximo Conexão UFC. Até lá!